Hello everyone, I'm Poonam Vohra and welcome to each one of you to the first session of the Question of the Day series from the CBSE Sample Paper 2025. This 34 session series is designed to help you build conceptual clarity, improve answer writing skills, and maximize your scores. Each session will cover questions of different formats from either macroeconomics or Indian economic development, focusing on CBSE's expected answer structure. Today, we focus on the first multiple choice question carrying 1 mark in macroeconomics from the CBSE Sample Paper 2025. Multiple choice questions may seem simple, but they require strong conceptual clarity, logical reasoning, and quick decision making. Today's question is based on the assertion reasoning statement. So, read the question carefully, eliminate incorrect options, and apply your knowledge to arrive at the right answer. So let's begin with today's MCQ challenge. Question 1. Read the following statements: assertion and reasoning. Choose the correct option from those given below. Assertion statement is: the government can reduce the deflationary gap by purchasing government securities in the open market. Reasoning is: the central bank purchases government securities in the open market to increase the lending capacity of commercial banks. Options are: A. Both assertion and reasoning are true, and reason is the correct explanation of assertion. B. Both assertion and reasoning are true, and reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. C. Assertion is true and reasoning is false. D. Assertion is false and reason is true. Let's have a look at the solution. The correct option is B, which says that assertion and reasoning are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. Let's understand. Assertion statement is: the government can reduce the deflationary gap by purchasing government securities in the open market. What is deflationary gap? It is a situation where aggregate demand is less than the aggregate supply, resulting in lower output and less employment. Now, government can reduce this situation by purchasing government securities. Now, what will happen when government purchases the securities? In that case, when government purchases the securities, it injects liquidity into the economy, and hence money supply increases. With increased money supply, interest rate is reduced, which encourages borrowing and investment, and making it possible for the people to spend or invest, and by such activities, aggregate demand gets boosted, which helps to reduce the deflationary gap. So the statement is true. The reasoning statement is: the central bank purchases government securities in the open market to increase the lending capacity of commercial banks. This is also true because when the purchase of securities are done by the government, it increases the reserves of commercial banks, giving them more funds to lend. With higher reserves, banks can offer more loans at lower interest rate, stimulate investment and consumption. This helps in addressing economic slowdown or deflationary pressure by boosting the credit availability. So the reasoning statement is also true. So we have seen that the assertion statement as well as the reason statement both are correct. But the reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. How is it so? Let's understand. Now, the assertion states that the government can reduce the deflationary gap by purchasing government securities in the open market. The main objective of purchasing government securities is to reduce the deflationary gap so that money supply can be increased, aggregate demand can be boosted, and economic activity stimulated. The reasoning states that the central bank purchases government securities to increase the lending capacity of the commercial banks. While increasing the lending capacity, it is a consequence of the open market purchases. It is not the direct or primary reason behind reducing the deflationary gap. So, the correct option is B, that is, both assertion and reasoning are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. I hope you have understood why option B is correct and others incorrect. If you try to understand the reason for each option, that gives you more clarity. You will gain confidence as you will be able to think critically about each option. Keep practicing thinking in this manner and stay curious. That's all for today's session. Join me tomorrow for the next question. Till then, stay motivated and keep learning. See you in the next session. Thank you.